Hello students, continuing to our video lecture series on the topic Introduction to Digital Logic Design. Now we are coming to logic gates. As in previous we are studying about binary arithmetic. Now we come to binary logic gates. So what are logic gates? Basically in the binary lesson we discuss the switches inside a computer. Logic gates are the switches that turn on or off depending on what the user is doing. They are the building blocks for how computer works. So what are logic gates? Logic gates turn on when a certain condition is true and off when the condition is false. They check whether or not the information they get follows a certain rule. They either spit out the answer true or false. So remember there is a two states for a gate. True means on, that is 1, and false means off, that is 0. So let's do an example. Let's say a certain logic gate needs to determine if two numbers are equal, the rule would be is equal. So on there are equal, so logic gates both are equal and it is on, and off when they are not equal. These are the logic gates, these are the inputs which apply to logic gates, and these are both are not equal, so these are off. So if the two input numbers are equal, it will go on position, and if they are not equal, they go off position. So they are indicating true and false. So but we learned before that computers only think of things in terms of on and off, which to them is 1 and 0. So a computer wouldn't take an input of 5 or 6, all of the information needed to be zeros and ones. And reminder, input refers to the information you give the logic gate, and output refers to what it spits out. Let's try this example again and keeping the rule in mind. So that means to say both are 1, gate is on, and 1 is on, 1 is 0. When it applied to logic gate, the output is 0 and it is off. So there are major logic gates are NOT, AND, OR and XOR, and they are also other ones such as NAND, NOR and XOR that we are not going to cover in this. We are covering it in next slides, next video. So this is called Boolean logic. In a circuit schematic, each logic gate is represented by a difference one. So first we are talking about NOT gate. NOT is the most simple logic gate. All it does is taken in an input that is either on or off and spit out the opposite. That means to say it is also known as inverter. That's why means with whatever we applied input to it, it gives an output, and output is just the inverse of that input. So for a 1 it will give a 0, and for a 0 it will give a 1. Another name for a NOT gate is inverter because it inverts and make opposite the input. Now second gate is AND gate. Unlike NOT, AND needs two input. It only turns on when both inputs are on, or we can say both inputs are high. And if only one input is on, it spits out off, and if both inputs are off, it is also off. So here is the symbol of AND gate. Here we applied two inputs and we getting one output from it. So input 1, if both inputs are high, on that time we get the output high, and if one input is high, another input is low, then we get low output. Same here, if both input are low, on that time we get the low output. So this is the truth table for AND gate. A convenient way to visualize the output for logic gate is through a truth table, and the truth table depicts the gate response to each possible set of input. So when there is a 0 0 input, output is 0, 0 1 input, output is 0, 1 0 input, output is 0, and 1 1 input, output is 1. So this is the AND gate. Now next OR gate. OR also needs two input. OR needs one input to be on for it to spit out on. It is also on when both inputs are on. It is off when both inputs are off. So here is the symbol of OR gate. We are applying two input here and getting one output here. In this OR gate, one input is high, another is low. On that time we get high output. When both input is low, we get low output, and when both input is high, we get high output. So this is the truth table for OR gate. Here we can see when both the inputs are 0, output is 0. When one input is 0 and another is 1, we get 1 output. When input is 1 and 0, we get 1, and when both input are 1, we get output as 1. So now this is the next gate, XOR gate. XOR is the short way to say exclusive OR. So this gate is exclusive OR gate. Like OR, XOR also only needs one input to be on for it to spit out on. That means to say, if there is only one input high, that give the high output. But unlike OR, when both inputs are on, XOR spits out off. It is also off when both inputs are off. So that means to say it's a kind of working like when there is a single input is high, it gives high output, but when there is a both input are high, it gives low, and both inputs are low, it gives 0. But one input is high, another input is low, on that time it gives high output. This is the symbol of XOR gate. Here is the two input and one output. Here it is the truth table of XOR gate. When both input are 0, it is 0, and when both input is 1, it is 0, and other time it is high. So scattering logic gates. An output of a logic gate can be an input to another logic gate. This creates trees of gates and depends on each other. That means to say the output of this gate is applies at the input of this gate, and here is the output of these both gates are applied as the input of this gate. So let's do an example. As we are applying 1 here in NOT, we are getting output as 0, and when we applied it and then again in NOT gate, we getting 1 as output. And the second example, here we are applying 1, we are getting 0, and here is 1. We are now on AND gate, we are applying 1 and 0, and we are getting 0 as output. Now this one is here 3 gates are connected with each other, AND gate and OR gate, and this is XOR gate. So when the both input is high for the AND gate, the output is high. When one input is high and another is low for the OR gate, the output is high. But when the both input are high for the XOR gate, the output is low. So these are the logic gates. Actually they look like they are weird bugs in real life. That means to say they shows as the IC, and there is a different number for every IC. So however the diagrams we are used easier to understand. So this is all over for basic gates, and in next video lecture series we are studying about universal gate and conversion of basic gates through universal gates, or we can say implementation of basic gates through the universal gates. Thank you.